Once again, I have walked into the realm of Adam Sandler films. It may be his only full-length animated feature, and it is horribly crude and rude, and it is about Hanukkah, but it is my yearly Christmas movie for some messed up reason that I can't explain. My name is Jeremy, and I host Listening to the Movies on 101.7 Civil Radio or on www.civl.ca. I play classic hits from great film soundtracks, and last Thursday, I played 8 Crazy Nights. 8 Crazy Nights was made in 2002, and it was just before the beginning of the end, in my opinion, for Adam Sandler's career in film. His next film would be 50 First Dates, and then it would just go downhill from there. But about this movie. It follows a drunken lowlife named Davy, who lives in the little town of Dukesbury, and is just a holiday humbug and asshole. He destroys ice sculptures, steals from restaurants, and is just plain rude. Given one last chance by the judge for his latest infraction, he is taken in by a weird-looking little midget dude named Whitey. While Davy is hesitant to accept any help or guidance from Whitey, let alone tone down the asshole factor, he begins to warm up to the freaky little midget. Along with reconnecting with an old flame and her child, this begins to unravel the source of Davy. We learn how his parents were killed in a car accident during his last high school basketball game, and the last remaining thing he has of them is a Hanukkah card that was in the car, and we learn that he cannot open the card because of his guilt and his grief. The whole idea of keeping in the pain and refusing to accept the sorrow and relinquish the guilt is actually quite deep for this film. It displays the feelings of how loss and grief can turn someone into a shell, and how they deal with it in an unhealthy way. It is actually quite thoughtful, not that anything else in this film is. The film, aside from that, is a very crude Adam Sandler film. Lots of jockstrap, melons, poop, and other vile jokes are in this film. The songs, while quite good at times, are somewhat ruined by the put-in jokes, like the mayor's wife being once a man. But I love it for some odd and sick reason. I love the humor and the songs and the whole emotional factor. I like how it shows off Sandler's singing talents once again, and how it doesn't try to be all nice and fluffy. It gets dirty too. I even think the animation isn't too bad. Well, the animation team did consist of many artists who worked on the Iron Giant. Man, that was a good movie. Anyway, if you feel like watching this during your Christmas holidays, don't be expecting a full Christmassy movie. Sandler is Jewish after all, and they do focus a little bit more on Hanukkah than they do on Christmas. Also, with the toilet humor, I wouldn't really recommend it to anyone under the age of 10. Finally, if you aren't into this kind of humor, you won't like it. But if you can pass all of these qualifications, give it a watch at least once. You should have a chuckle or two. Also, that Long Ago song is really good, as long as you can stand all the bad jokes that are with it. If you guys want to hear the recording of the show, click the first link in the description. Since the soundtrack for 8 Crazy Nights is actually quite short, I played some songs from the Muppets Christmas Carol film, as well as my Hobbit review. If you want to catch up on what I play next, as well as any movie news that I find interesting, click the second link for the Facebook page. Thanks for watching, guys.